Welcome back to another edition of Camps Chats on the Farm. So this week, I really wanted to speak a message to our graduating seniors out there. First of all, I want to say congratulations to all the seniors. It's an exciting time in your life. I know you guys are going from being in school and having this family life, and now you're heading out into college or the workforce, and it can be very exciting and scary at the same time. So real quick, stay with me here, stay with me, because this is really good for the kids out there, and it's good for anyone really. I wanted to think about something I wish somebody would have told me. And I know that I realize that when people go to graduations, they give 3, 5, 10 points or something. Most of us have a very short attention span, thus the TikTok. I'm already past most people's attention span. Stay with me. I wanted to give you 1 point to remember, 1 point to think about. And I said, what was the first thing? What was the main thing that I learned as I got older that I wish I would have known when I was younger? And it came to me. If I had one thing to say to myself as a 17, 18, 19-year-old kid, it would be this: be adjustable. Learn to be adjustable in life. Don't be so regimented. Don't have such a train of thought that you feel like that there's only one path to achieve whatever that is that you're trying to go for in life. And it's much bigger than just being adjustable or being able to adapt to your situation. It's how you approach the problems that you're going to face. There's one thing I'm going to tell you right now that if you don't know, then you will find out very quickly. Life is not fair. And unfortunately, we do live in a society, it seems, that allows us to be victims, right? So it really does feel like anytime you turn on the TV or you watch social media or something, that there's this grandstand of being able to be a victim of stuff. Well, I've got news for you. That's fine. People are victims of circumstance. That's a reality. What is not okay, though, is to capitulate to that. Well, the moment you start to allow yourself to be okay with the idea that you were a victim of something, whatever that is, and it can be unjust, it can be unfair, because that's the way life is, suddenly you have accepted that direction. Nothing happens, nothing changes, you don't get better, and the situation doesn't get better. So the one thing I would tell myself as a young person is, look, understand this, things are not gonna always work out, and things are gonna happen that are not fair, and that's the way life is. But you have to adjust. It's up to you to adjust, to fix the problem, to move forward. And this really became evident to me as I got into the workforce. And I went into the military, I was in the Air Force, and then I was on the fire department as a firefighter paramedic. You show up on the scene, and you may have an idea or a path to mitigate the situation, and quickly things change. And if you were not able to adjust to the situation quickly and think differently about how you thought you were going to fix the problem would only exacerbate, and eventually you find yourself overwhelmed. And that's no different than our day-to-day walk with life. So I want you to take this with you, seniors, as you go out into the world, and then everyone else. Things are going to happen. Things are going to happen. That's a fact. Learn to adjust. Learn to focus on the positive and work toward the positive. Don't get stuck thinking about what just happened, because you're going to be a victim of things. That's just a reality. I'm going to end with this. I'm going to finish one quick thought with a story that stayed with me. I saw this story on TV some years ago. It was about a stuntman that was well known back in the day. This was several years back, so I really can't remember all the specifics, but what stayed with me is very relevant to this. Well-known stuntman back then had an accident and became a paraplegic, broke his neck, and suddenly he was not able to do much of the stunts that he had done before. And in the interview, and the part that stayed with me was, he was asked, now that you have some time to think back on stuff, do you regret anything? Do you wish that you would have done things different? Or do you wish that maybe you wouldn't have been a stunt person? And the guy stopped for a second, he thought about it, and he says, I guess I could look at life this way. Before the accident, maybe I could do 10,000 things. And now since the accident, I can only do 1,000 things. So I could wake up every day of my life and I could think about the 9,000 things I can no longer do and dwell on that, and that could ruin me. Or I could think about the 1,000 things that I can do, and I will do those to the best of my ability every day I wake up. And I thought to myself, that is it. He was a victim of a circumstance, but he did not let his circumstance define who he was going to be. He overcame that. He focused on the 1,000 things he could do. And I'm going to encourage you students out there, people out there, do the same thing. Find the things you can do best. Don't become a victim of the situation. Move past it. Find another path. Hope you guys enjoyed this week. I feel like next week, I'm going to piggyback on this. I don't know. There's a couple things I've been working on. So you got to just tune in next Monday. Hashtag Monday, right? Motivational Mondays. Go out there, man. Share my post. Like it. Be a part of it. This ain't going to end for like the next, I'm looking at like 45 years. So you might as well just stick around and hang out with me. You guys be good to each other. I'll see you next week.